Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about my favorite Super Shock Shadows from Colourpop. It's a tongue twister. So today I wanted to discuss with you the Super Shock Shadows from Colourpop. I wanted to talk about formula, application, my experience with them, and reveal my top 3 favorites to you. I feel like that's been a trend lately. Top 3 favorites. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's these guys right here. They're not your typical eyeshadow formula. They are more of a almost creamy like texture. They're not a regular powder. They're very smooth. They go on a different way than regular shadows, and they come in this little individual packaging. One of the things I love is that there are so many options. Colourpop has, I feel like, a million shades of these eyeshadows on their website. That brings me into one of my cons that I don't know if any of you have noticed. They don't keep around shadows that often unless they're like a #1 favorite. At least that's what I've noticed. They do a lot of collections where you can only get certain eyeshadows, excuse me, certain eyeshadows only for a limited time, or they're on there for a while and then they go on sale and then they disappear. I feel like, I don't know if this is what's going to happen, but I know that they came out with pressed shadows, like a regular powder formula, like regular single shadows. This was like what they were built on, I feel like, and now it's the powdery shadows that are more popular, which can make sense because there are a lot of hits and misses or pros and cons with these. Pro to these shadows, they're extremely pigmented if you apply them with your finger. The amount of color payoff you get is crazy. The texture is very comfortable. It's not drying. But there's like, I feel like there's a lot of buts going along with these things. They don't perform as well using a brush. They aren't meant to be used with a brush. They are specifically meant to be used, at least the way I interpreted it, is with your finger. So I think if you're using it as an all-over lid shade, or if you're using it as a pop of color, like on a halo eye, kind of like I did today. I'm wearing 2 Colourpop shadows, 2 of my favorite ones I'm going to talk about at the end. You can certainly go on with your finger and then blend it out some. They all have that same creamy texture feeling to them, but there are different finishes, which I would attribute as a plus. You can get them as satin, pearlized, metallic, ultra metallic. There's ones with glitter. There are matte ones. I do want to say that they do apply pretty well with this brush. This is from Wet n Wild. It's very, very flat and thin, if you could see that. It's still not going to give you as much payoff as using your finger, but if you don't mind that and you absolutely want to use a brush, you can get away with that one. My top 3 favorites, I have 2 of them on my eyes today. Might have already mentioned that. My #1 favorite is this one. This is their Super Shock Shadow in Drift. It's the one I've been holding up this whole time. It's a very gorgeous cranberry red. It's pearlized. I love Drift. My second favorite is Game Face. It is an ultra metallic. Very, very beautiful. I love warm tones because they look really pretty on my eye color. I have hazel eyes, so warm tones kind of pop out the green, which I really love, where cool tones don't really. But my third favorite is actually not a warm toned eyeshadow. It is this one. This one is Luckfully. I don't typically wear blue eyeshadow, but this blue, oh my goodness. I look like an alien if I keep it like this. These 3 are my favorites, and when I did check, they were still available on the Colourpop website, so if you do really like them, I recommend probably grabbing them. I don't know how long they'll be there. I think Game Face and, ooh, I'm gonna drop them. They would be fine if I did though. They're pretty tough formulas. Drift and Game Face, I think, are more of a, both more popular, so they'll probably be around a while. I don't know how Luckfully does, but it's my favorite blue eyeshadow that I have from Colourpop. It's just very stunning. It makes me think of Charlotte Flair. If you guys don't know who that is, she's a WWE superstar, and I don't know, this color just reminds me of her a lot. Before I forget, the packaging does wear off very easily. That's the same on like their liquid lipsticks and things like that, but their logo will fade off. I am curious to know what your thoughts are on the Super Shock Shadow formula now that they've come out with the pressed powder formula single eyeshadows. Do you still care about these? Do you still really love them? Do you not like them? I want to know. This is something I'm very curious about. I'm not sure why, but I love talking with all of you, so regardless, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Colourpop Super... knew that was gonna happen. I'm an alien.